Test. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a nice Friday. The stream has begun. It felt like it was a while back. It felt like this day was far, but here we are. I hope you're looking forward to a nice evening of talking about games. I'm very excited. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to show. I hope the stream quality is good. Moses is already in the chat. Don't forget to join the discussion on the Discord. Let's wait for people to arrive. Like I said, there's a lot I'm going to talk about today. I had to reinstall lots of games so that I can switch in between all the games, talk about them and all that. And let's see. I have a lot of things here to set up, but I haven't set them up intentionally because I would like to set them up as the stream goes, or like as I show you the setup, so that you can see kind of that process. 100% in the chat. Nice. Yeah, welcome to everyone in the chat. But I haven't set them up intentionally because I would like to. Oh, I can hear myself. I need to sort the Discord out. I think I will disable that from the stream so that no one on the stream can hear the Discord, and I'll just hear those in the Discord. That should be motivation enough for people to join the Discord. Let me send some more reminders to some people. Tell them to join the UG Gamers group. So to just explain a little bit what I will start with, or what I'll do today, I will start with showing the setup so that you have an idea of what I'll be working with today, so that you know what's happening in the background as it happens on the screen. After that, I will go into the game. I'll try to take at least 15 minutes maybe for every game. How exactly I will present the games, we shall do that together and see what works best. But I have finished most of the games, so I'll excuse me. I'll be going into New Game Plus for most of the games, and maybe we'll see the first 15 minutes, the intros of all these games, and then move on from there. I'll try to present their pros and their cons so that we can all see. Yeah. So what are we playing? Everything. As you can see in front here, we've got Dead Space, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil. I'm still learning Madden, but that's not for today. That's something I'm doing on the side. Spider-Man 2, definitely. I haven't played enough of Star Wars to go deep into it. You can see on the lower right corner, above the Sprint UG, 3 hours. I'm only 3 hours into this game. We'll definitely do some Gran Turismo, or I'll at least show some Gran Turismo. So you can also look forward to that. I think I'll also try to show it in VR. I don't know how that will transfer in the stream, but that should be interesting also just to see. I would say let's wait 4 minutes. What time is it right now? It is 7 minutes past 5. 3 more minutes. At 10 past 5 I will begin, and then we can start with a setup tour. I think that will be very, very interesting, because I think I like my setup as well. It's been a long time. It's come a long way. I was talking to Ivan, and he was telling me part of his struggle starting content creation and all that, and it could resonate that I went through the same thing also, and I just it's something also just nice to share. Once again, hop into the Discord, and we can also have the discussion in there as well. All right, so the switch is also powered on and ready to go. I need to remember. Yes, here you go. I was playing Mario Wonder that's the last game I played that I was looking into. Let's see if my controller is refusing to sync with the game. But I like it when this happens, when everything works and then it stops working when it's supposed to work. Not cool, but that's okay. As you can see, I'm a very black person, so I need more brightness. This is why they say we finish batteries on cameras with the flash. Alright, I think I'm a bit more visible now. Okay, 1 more minute and then we can begin. To those in the chat, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining. for sparing your Friday to be here. I really don't know what's happening to this controller. I need to get a charging cable and connect it directly to the switch, and then I think we'll be good to go. For now, I will ignore it. Also, if you're watching the stream and you'd like to contribute, say something, just don't forget to subscribe. It's a subscriber-only chat, and then you can also be part of the discussion. Otherwise, join the Discord and you can blast me in my ears directly. I will be hearing you. All right, let me get the cable and then we will begin with the setup tour. Oh, wait, maybe I don't need it right now, actually, since I'm not starting with the switch. And I'm also not starting with the PlayStation. Like I said, I'm starting with the setup tour. And Matthew, nice to see you in the chat. Customer, welcome to the stream. I hope you're practicing so that the next time we meet, you can offer some competition. I'm outing you on the internet. And you know what they say, what's on the internet is forever. You can't counter that, so no one will know what you said. Only what I've said matters. You're a customer. All right, so let us begin with the setup tour. I'm really excited to show you this. I need to change a few things here, unplug a few things here so that the camera is a bit mobile. All right, so just a quick adjustment here. I think that scene where all that stuff is needs to be updated with some information, and then we are good to go. All right. All right, so if you've got friends and people you know out there who would be interested to see this, feel free to send them the link, send them the invitation to watch the stream. And then we can begin. I sent this message to one more person. I know one more person who would love to be here. So many groups. I've sent to about 3 groups that I'm in. All right. Let's begin. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Norbert, Latim Norbert, and yeah, I live at the moment in Germany and work here as well. Been here for about 7 years, and I recently found out about this thing called Arudem from a friend of mine who is part of them. You might know him, Josh. I think so, J Static. I hope I'm not giving out all his government names if he has been struggling to remain a secret. And through him, I got to know Arudem, and I also then eventually got to know that part of the team, and that's how I came here. And we agreed that I could do something small here for the channel. It's something that I really appreciate, and I also like the whole idea of esports and gaming getting professionalized and mainstream in Uganda. I think it's long overdue. And I thought, yeah, today I will do something on the channel, and I'll stop stalling and I'll say, let's begin already. And as you can see, I have to connect the thing here to my PC so that I can use it as a webcam and then move it around. It will be a bit tricky with the microphone because, yeah, you can see it's attached here to a microphone arm. So in case I sound distant, it's because yeah, I cannot move the arm all over with me, although I will try to. So there's no specific order in which I'm going to do all of this. It's just going to be freestyle. So if I see something, I'll talk about it. If I see something, I will talk about it, something like that. And if you have questions, feel free to post them in the chat. And if you're in the Discord, whisper it in my ear. I will respond to it in the chat as well. Not in the chat, on the stream. So let's begin. The very first thing you see here, I guess, is the monitor itself. You can see I am here with the streaming software and all that. For those of you who are into streaming, you recognize this app already. This is OBS, Open Broadcast Software. It's free, it's open source, so everybody uses it. Almost everyone that's streaming uses it. There are other alternatives, but this is the main one. The monitor that I use is an LG gaming monitor, so it has all that interesting stuff you know about monitors with game mods and frame. I don't know. I think it's a 144 hertz monitor, so it can do 120 FPS and all that. You can see that there, but it's only 1080p. I think at 17 inches that's okay. The screen is small enough that at 1080p it will still look good. It will still look high quality. And some games also just have graphics that are so good that no matter what, 1080p, HD, 4K, whatever, it looks good. The next thing you will see here is the webcam. This is an Elgato webcam. They call it a face cam. Kasoma Tendo, thank you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. This is a 1080p 1080p face cam. Has a huge lens, so the image quality is quite good for a webcam. So if you look at this image and you like it, if you see this image and you like it, or this one as well and you like it, this is the exact same camera, the Elgato the Elgato Facecam. And as you can see, with good lighting, it looks really good. You don't need DSLRs and all those things. Most cameras and most equipment with good lighting, you can get a lot out of them. So even the best camera on earth, if you have terrible lighting, it's going to suck. So usually the secret with cameras is lighting. You have to have good lighting. So this is Elgato's camera. It's about 140 euros. Black Friday or good sales, you can get it at 120. They have a 4K version, but that's too expensive for me at the moment. About 300 euros. I would say 350 euros. This is a lot. For context, an Xbox Series S is 200 and something euros, 290 euros. A Nintendo Switch is 320 euros. So the 4K version of this camera is more expensive than all those things. So I'm not very comfortable spending that amount. Yeah, it's a 1080p webcam, facecam, whatever. So as I was saying, they do a very, very good job with their webcams, the Elgato guys. And you're going to see that that's going to be a constant thing you see in this setup. Elgato, as you can see, I'm a big fan of them. Any moment I have to promote them, I do that. I really like their products. So we can also continue with the Elgato products. If you look at the left side and on the right side up there, those are Elgato lights as well. they have that ecosystem of theirs. It's just like Apple, once you get an Apple product, the iPad, the iPhone, the earphones or AirPods, whatever they're called, they kind of all work together and they encourage you to stay in that ecosystem. So this is the same thing with Elgato. Elgato are they're a company that specializes in gaming peripherals. So yeah, you can't go wrong with them. They're like the leading gaming peripherals people. So yeah, that's their biggest light. It's called the Elgato Key Light. Has lots of lumens. I can't go too deep into that. It's really bright. It can get really bright. At the moment, it's only at 10%. That's the smaller version of their light. It's the same thing. Key Light Air, no, Key Light Mini, I think it's called. Am I sponsored by them? No, I'm not sponsored by them, but the place I work for is supported by them. I think the right word is to use is supported, not sponsored. And so they do help us and support us for what we do. Maybe I'll give context eventually for what it is I do. This here is also a product of Elgato's. This small monitor you see, it's a teleprompter. For those who don't know what a teleprompter is, a teleprompter is that thing most people use when they are reading news. So usually you can have text in front there. Let me show you something. You see this light here? This shows the status light. It shows that the webcam is on, right? And if you look inside the teleprompter, you can see there's a camera in there. So that light shows that it is on. So inside there is a camera. Down here you can see is the screen, so it's like a second monitor as well. But the thing is, if I am doing a PowerPoint presentation or whatever, I can use this as a second monitor, like you can see here, but I'll still maintain eye contact with the people on the other side of the call. In this context, I am maintaining eye contact with you. I can show you real quick. So I would be, if this was a PowerPoint presentation, I'm looking at the PowerPoint presentation, excuse me, I'm looking at the PowerPoint presentation, but I'm maintaining eye contact with you. So I would be presenting like this, saying, hi, blah, 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 this, that, and our stocks have increased. I'm reading all that, but all you're seeing is me looking at the camera, but I'm actually reading through everything. And it kind of helps maintain that natural interaction between you and your audience or whoever is watching and all those things. So that's a very, very, very cool thing. I think it's their latest product at the moment, and it really makes the whole streaming thing very nice. And as you can see, it has some what can I call them? Port. I'll call it a port for now, but it's definitely not a port. And these two here, and that's how you can attach the lights. If you have a shotgun microphone, you can attach it there as well. So you can literally have a setup in which this is your monitor and you're doing everything on the screen and you're just interacting naturally with your audience like that. The monitor is I don't know, less than 720p and all that, but it works. It works very well. And it's about 270 something euros. Yeah. So far you've seen, this is Elgato, this is Elgato, that is Elgato, this is Elgato. Let's see more Elgato. This microphone arm you see here is also by Elgato. They literally know what streamers need. Like all their products are no cats in the setup. Just give it some time. I haven't yet got cats here. Life here doesn't make it very easy to do such things, in Uganda we can leave the cats to run around freely and all that, but here it's a bit tricky. So just a second, I look through the the comments. I've always wondered how easy it is to read text. It seems like it can be hard to see from that distance. We shall get into that when I'm looking at the software. So yeah, that's the Elgato mic arm. I do not have an Elgato microphone with me, but they do make microphones as well. This one, however, is a Logitech microphone. Let me push it a bit further. I hope you can still hear me though. That's a Logitech microphone. And yeah, it's studio podcast grade quality microphone. So yeah, that's it. Stevie, Big Stevie, great setup. Thank you very much. So more Elgato down here. These are called, this is a Stream Deck, you can see here, and this is also a Stream Deck. So this is a Stream Deck MK whatever, MK2. This is a Stream Deck Plus, Stream Deck something. Oh my goodness, I'm even forgetting the stuff that I have. This, and then this is a Wave XLR. So the thing is, such microphones usually don't work via things like USB or whatever. They use this special input here, this XLR input. So you need such interfaces to power them. So this XLR is also by Elgato, and it's what is powering this microphone. Some microphones need extra power so that they can work, and you'll notice that here, this is like extra 48 volts of power. And the thing is, usually some microphones are very, how can I call it, their pickup is really low so that they don't pick up background noise. And so this is what these ones do. They only pick up what's in front of them. So that way, even if you're in a bad setting, you still have good quality. So I can see, I've put it that way. I don't know how well you can hear me, probably not so well. But if I bring it back, then you can hear me significantly better. And so with this thing here, as yeah, I think I can also show you, if I come to the side, it's not so good. But if I come in front, then it's really good. So I have to be really in front, right at the microphone. And you can adjust the gain. So you can't hear me now. Now you can hear me. Now it's too much. Yeah, you even pick up more sound than is necessary. So you have to find that perfect balance. And the good thing with this device here is that it also helps to stop clipping. So normally other microphones would just go crazy and everyone would be pulling off their earphones right now or headphones, but this device kind of controls that a little bit better than most. So I'll get into this a little more, especially when I'm showing the software. And with this I can adjust the lights. So you can see I told you the light was at 10%. So if I rotate this, you can see it's getting brighter, and then if I reduce it, it's getting dimmer. So brighter, dimmer, and I found that 10% is good enough. So you can imagine 10% is what is lighting me like this, and I'm really dark. And this would be like 100%, but nobody needs 100%. So I'll go back to 10%, and I think it just gives a nice cozy mood. And same thing with this side. I put this side for that smaller light up there. This one is at 15%. I reduce it, and it will go to 3%, and you can see that. And the thing about this light up here on the left is that it has an inbuilt battery. That one up there, no battery, it's electricity strictly. This one here, battery inbuilt, and right now it's on battery. That's why I have this power bank here. This cable here connects to it. However, you can turn off the battery function so that it's working like a light on electricity. This will save your battery, and you will constantly just have it powered all the way. For now, this USB cable is too short to reach the USB up there. That's why I don't use it with a power bank at the moment, but that's why this power bank is here, so that if it gets low, I just connect it. All right, so we've seen what's on the desk. This is also a Stream Deck, by the way, and this is how I'm switching scenes, in case you are wondering how I'm talking to you and then I switch like this, and then I switch like this, and then I switch to something like this. It's because I am using this thing here. So for every button that I have I have assigned each can I say a shortcut to each of these things, to these functions. I think they're called macros and all that. I can also turn on Spotify. Wait, Spotify is somewhere here. Oh, never mind. I'll get to that later. So then we can move into the PC, and you will see again more Elgato. More Elgato. I'm doing more marketing for these guys than more people do when they're paid for it. So these are capture cards inside here. Just a second, let me look in. What's anyone asking any questions? Lads, what gameplay are you looking forward to seeing? Yeah, answer that. What gameplay do you look forward to seeing? Maybe that will influence what I start with. Like I said, this is a very flexible stream, and there is no strict thing. We are going to use feeling and go with what works. So inside here is a capture card. Down there is maybe you've heard of it or you know it. It's called a 4K 60. So these are internal capture cards. They go straight into the PC, and then you'll see what I mean by internal capture cards. And this one up here is something called a cam link, and it if you know how most USBs work in that when you use like the USB, the HDMI on this PC only goes out. You rarely find HDMI ports that take input, right? So that's what this thing is. It's more like a HDMI input. So if you connect DSLR cameras or whatever, you just connect directly to that one, this one above, and then you will have your input. Or if you have another laptop or an iPad or whatever, you connect it via HDMI and you would have it inside your streaming setup. The advantage with this is that it does not use your USB resources. I think if you connect very power hungry USB devices, you can exhaust the resources of your USB slots, and it will tell you to remove some. So the advantage you have is that this thing connects directly to your motherboard, which has near infinite, what's it called? I've forgotten the word, power, whatever, near infinite resources. So you're not touching any of your PC's resources or any of your USB resources. You're going directly to the motherboard, and that's what this one here is for. And it has 4 slots, so theoretically you can connect 4 cameras. And if you have a crazy setup, you would have 4 angles or 4 player faces or something like that. And like I said, that one there is a capture card. This one here is a gift from my partner, and this here was also a gift from my colleague in the office. She does this knitting stuff, and yeah, she told me to add this to my setup. These here are just blue light. They protect the eyes, blue light goggles and all that. Up there you can see this is a pegboard, so you can see you hang the stuff that you use the most. So the controller, the VR goggles and all that up there on the shelf. You can see I play FIFA as well. This was a trophy I got for winning a tournament. Before people feel challenged and want to challenge me and say, yo, you're that good, let me play you. No, it's not that I'm that good. We have our version of kind of Sunday League FIFA, if you know what I mean. So it's just a bunch of people who are not good at FIFA getting together, and among those people that are not good, I am the best of the not good ones. So that's how I won that one. Some deco here, plastic plants you can see, and then the VR controllers. And then if we go a step higher, you will see my digital analog collection of PS5 games. It's a bit sad because the backlog there is real, really, really real. But yeah, for example, I've not finished Red Dead Redemption. I've not finished Doom. I've finished Cyberpunk, but I want to replay all the other playthroughs. I've actually not started The Last of Us Part 2. I finished God of War, but I would like to play that again. I've not finished. I played Deathloop, but I didn't like it. Something about it didn't touch me very well. Horizon Forbidden West, I finished. I actually won. I think I have one trophy left to platinum it, but I would like to do the DLC. I'm still learning Street Fighter. I have not finished Retano, but I really want to finish it. I got so far one day and I died. It's one of those games where once you die, you go all the way back to the beginning. For you masochists or sadists who like to torture yourselves, that's one of those Souls-like games. Dead Space I finished, Spider-Man finished and platinumed. Star Wars still playing, Resident Evil finished, GT7 I don't know if it gets over, but I like to, that's for me like a feel-good game. I play and just take my time with it. Hogwarts Legacy, I saw a spoiler that kind of killed my motivation, but I will play it. Tekken, I'm still learning it. Elden Ring, a boss really destroyed me, so that was sad. Speaking of Elden Ring, I skipped Sekiro. I'll go back to Sekiro, but that game also beat me, but I'll get back to it. And Guardians of the Galaxy, I think I platinumed it, really liked it. And yeah, Moses is looking forward to Mario Wonder. You always wanted a Switch. Then I have some good things to say to you about the Switch. And on the side here is the PlayStation 5. You can see, oh yeah, the Switch is here as well. This is the OLED model. I have to say the screen on this thing is really good. The OLED mode of the Switch. And yeah, I play it more on handheld than I do on TV. But the option is always there. The PS5, like I was saying, is here. And at the back, you will see that black thing you see there is the external capture card. So this one doesn't go into the PC. So if you have a laptop, this is what you would use. If you have a PC, this is what you use. But at the moment, this is their latest one, the one that works with the PS5. So it does all that 4K HDR, 120 frames. Actually, I think it goes all the way to 144 hertz or frames per second on at 4K, but it does 240 frames even on HD 1080p. All right, and then finally the keyboard and the mouse. This is some Logitech stuff. I don't even know the model, G915 I think, and some mouse thing. I don't know the models and all that. And I would say that is it. That is my setup. Whoops, let me see how much far behind I can go. And it looks something like this, as you can see. That is the setup. That was the setup tour. I hope you liked it. I will now disconnect this camera, but I will come back here. Yeah, that was the setup. I hope you liked it. That is the first part of the stream. And yeah, I think maybe already what I can say is it took a while to build. I think in Uganda I also started with a very hustler setup. I had a very nasty PC as well. Not PC, laptop that couldn't really handle anything. It used to frustrate me, but I used to do anyway, whatever I could. I don't think I have footage anymore, but I had very stuttery footage. I used to struggle with my PC a lot, but yeah, life took different turns that put me on some nice paths, and I ended up on this path where I could at least sort out my PC struggles, as you can see it here. And so yeah, that's the setup. Unfortunately, if I can say unfortunately, despite how good the PC is and all that, as you grow older, or as I've grown older, I have gotten less and less time to actually use it. But I tell myself I have gotten the thing that I wanted, and I'm happy it is there, and that is off the list. If I had gotten something like this 10 years ago, because I've been chasing this gaming thing for so long, over 10 years. I don't know if Matthew is still in the chat, but I think on the day I die, if he gives a speech about me I think the first thing is going to be like Norbert was a gamer. That's it. I think I've been chasing this thing for so long, but I've achieved it. And that's why, again, I was saying I'm so happy for something like Arudem, because much as I have my fire for the gaming thing and promoting gaming has died out, I'm happy that people like Ivan or Moses and the whole Arudem team are doing this thing. And I see that for me, all I will do is support as much as I can, because like I said, that energy in me unfortunately is not there that much, but to support, the energy is definitely there. So clean. Thank you. Great job. Thank you very much. And fire emojis. Thank you very much as well. With that said, that part of the stream is done. I will move on to the next section, which is talking about what games were really, really cool in 2023. How can I do that? I cannot do that. I cannot talk about that. I haven't talked about the software of the setup. I showed you all the gadgets and all the devices, but I haven't yet shown you now the software of all these devices. I wanted to show you that right now, because that goes hand in hand. So I will share this screen. I had planned to play some lo-fi beats in the background, but it wasn't working, but that was because I hadn't yet opened the software. So if you look at this, this is the software for that Wave XLR. Paul Nyondo, welcome to the stream. You're a bit late, but I'm always happy to see you around. Hope you're doing well. I didn't know you're a gamer. Are you a gamer? Or are you one of my victims at FIFA? There's so many I don't remember anymore. Anyway, so the Wave XLR, the interface on which this microphone is connected, this is its software, right? And as you can see here, there are so many sources and inputs in here. And this is like a digital mixer. And this is where Elgato's products, what I was saying, once you stick into their ecosystem, you really see the advantage, the power of their products. Everything just works together. Of course, the microphone, like I said, is not theirs, but it's not the microphone here that really matters. It's their interface, that Wave XLR. So you can see this is the microphone, and here are the different inputs. So here is the browser, here is the music. This is where Spotify is, for example. And as we move and scroll some more, just a moment, let me turn off the webcam just for now. Here's the voice chat. Again, guys, if you are in the Discord, or you can join the Discord and whisper things in my ears if there's something you want to say, but that voice chat there is extra for Discord. And you will see that I can assign each audio source, everything that's entering this PC, I can assign it a different source, or a different, a different input. So like I said, this one here is for Discord. This is for my external capture card. This is where the PlayStation 5 is. So if I decided to increase, now it's really loud, but I reduce it like this. So I can balance how much audio exactly is enough for the stream, that you can hear what I'm saying, but you can still hear the in-game audio. That's very important. Otherwise, people will be struggling to hear what you're saying, or they'll be struggling to hear the in-game sounds. And, it would be weird if you're playing a shooter and no one can hear the gunshots and all that stuff. This would be if I have a PC, this one here. If I'm playing a game on the PC, so I'm not playing anything on the PC, so I might as well also just remove it. This here now is the input for Spotify. So if I am playing some nice lo-fi beats in the background, like no, not now. Let's see what's happening here. Now it's working. So if I'm playing some nice lo-fi beats, you can hear that in the back, but I could increase it like this. So this would actually be ideal if I said, guys, it's time for a break. It's been a long session for now. Let me go take a short break, pee or something. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Then I just do this. And then you will have the volume increased a little bit. Something like that. Then after the break, I'll be like, all right, I'm back. I will reduce it and just leave it just playing a little bit in the background, and the stream is not too quiet. And so it's the same thing. You do that. You can do that with the browser. You can do that with everything else and all that. And that's what makes it really cool. And then you can see here, there's headsets and there's stream. So this is the monitor. This is the headsets, monitor mix, and this is the stream. So I can choose also that I don't want to burden you, the stream, with my music. So I can turn it off for the stream, but I'm hearing the music for myself at least. Or I can turn it on for both of us, but then I can say it should be low for you, but it should be higher for me. Something like that. So you can be really flexible, and this is how crazy Elgato is. And so you can also bind them so that you're moving them all at the same time, so that what you hear is what the stream also hears. So that's also really cool. These guys, their products, it's like they sit and they see the market, they see what people are doing, and then they make a product that solves literally all the problems that people have while streaming. So Elgato products are really worth it. And sometimes they can be very expensive, but sometimes they get a very nice price performance balance. And so it's really worth it to look into their products. So the other software they have, so this one we've just seen is the one for the webcam, the microphone. The other one I would like to show you right now is the one for the webcams. So I think it was Tendo asking or saying that he was wondering how people do the text or whatever. You can see in here, this is the camera in the camera software. So I don't know which camera is this. Is this camera too? Yeah, you can see every time I can do all this from here, increase or decrease or whatever, zoom in, zoom out. I can adjust contrast, saturation, blah blah blah, all that, ISO on a webcam, and it's all in the software. And after you've done all that, you can save it so that you don't have to tamper with it anymore. So like these settings that I have are what I chose to do for now, and I want to keep it that way. Like I said, I have 2 face cams and they have the exact identical settings so that the image looks as similar as possible. Not that it kind of pulls you out to see one is brighter or one is whiter or something than the other. Yeah, and the same software is also used for the prompter. So for those who are wondering how you can read, this is what I was saying. So you can see here, I'm going to show you something, right? I'm going to read here. This is how you would do, for example, a review, or how people read. This one especially is for you, Tendo. I mean, now you will see, and maybe you will tell me if it's convincing enough. So I was trying to write a review for Spider-Man, and I wanted to record it, right? So I would do something like, all right, this is my this is my text, or my, my script for Spider-Man. So it says, I've joined your Discord. We have to promote gaming in Uganda. Exactly. You have to do that. It's long overdue. We need to see more people in esports, more gamers, Ugandan gamers in esports and all these things. Because it's sad. Every time people are doing tournaments, having tournaments, Sony's organizing things, or all these other companies, they only stop in South Africa. That's Africa for them. we are not really considered that much, and it's up to us to make sure that all this stuff happens. So I'm going to try and read this script, and you tell me how convincing it is. So one thing about teleprompters is that if you have all the text on like this, right, it's not going to be good, because if you look at my eyes, for example, and I start reading, it's going to be like, Spider-Man 2 is a very good game. The combat is as addicting as you remember it if you played the previous 2 games. The graphical improvements, while not jaw-dropping, have improved enough to be... See, I don't know if you can see my eyes, but I keep going left to right, left to right, left, right, because the text is too spread out. The idea is that you want to do it something like that, so that you're reading right in the middle of the screen, and then you're like, Spider-Man 2 is a very good game. The combat is as addicting as you might remember it if you played the first 2 games. And so now I'm looking just there, and then it's like, the graphical improvements, while not jaw-dropping, have improved enough to make it noticeable, something like that. So you also have to have that nice balance between the speed of the text and all that, not that it leads you, but also not that you're too slow and things like that. So this is also Elgato. Like, you can literally start a TV station. I always say that I wanted to start a TV station because I hated UBC's quality from childhood. I used to see UBC's quality and I would be like, nah, this isn't it. Something isn't right here. UBC needs to up their quality. It's like national television, really? So I always tell people that I have enough equipment now to have better quality than UBC TV in Uganda. Maybe I'll start Latim TV, I don't know, just showing weird stuff that goes on in Germany. Nothing, no vlogs or anything like that. All right, so I think I have actually shown you now all the software. All the software, and now we can now get into one more thing I can still show you is this one. This is the Stream Deck. All these things, the switches which I use to switch the views of the camera and all that, all those buttons, you can see them there. It mirrors the Stream Deck itself, so you can always adjust. You see something, you say, okay, I want this button to lead me to this website and things like that. So that's also really cool. So I think I have presented the entire setup. Finally, the software, the hardware, everything. I hope it has lived up to the hype. I hope it was worth waiting for. I hope it was worth your time also. Now I will move on to the games. Like I said earlier, I will try to spend at least about 15 minutes per game so that I don't sleep here. I will play the games since I've finished most of them. New Game Plus. Unfortunately, New Game Plus means I'll be going all the way to the beginning. Some of these games I've not played since I finished them, so we're talking about a year or so. So I'll be going off head, trying to say what it is that I liked about them or what I remember about them. What's more interesting for me is that you tell me what games you played and what you liked about them. If I present a game that you actually also played, it would be interesting to know if you liked that game or not, so that we can have some discussion going on as well. So where's the Discord link? Could someone from the Discord group share the link? Maybe Moses or Meto. I'm gonna need a spreadsheet for this setup. Nothing should be left out. Nothing should be left out. I will create a spreadsheet for you. That's a long time. Happy to see you here. You're really late. I've just gotten done with the setup, but from the VOD you'll be able to go through it again. I think you'll like it. I was just sharing the idea of me starting my own TV because of all the equipment that I have here. So now I'm going to go into the games. I don't know what game I should start with actually, but I was thinking of I had tried to write down a few things here. Since the hype for Spider-Man is quite real in the group and in for most people here on social media, I think that's the one I'm going to start with. But before I start, let me get one thing. All right, so I will start with Spider-Man. Can you hear the in-game sound? Is it loud enough? Should I increase it just a little bit? Let me know. Elden Ring. No. I'm only going through games that were 2003. And I just also told the chat that Elden Ring absolutely repped me. Not only Elden Ring, Sekiro also repped me. I think the only Soulsborne game I've actually gone really far in was Bloodborne, but I had borrowed it and I had to return it, so I didn't go farther, but I had gone really far. But this year I'm actually considering doing more backlog, playing my backlog and finishing it. So like closing my eyes, ignoring all the FOMO and saying I want to finish my backlog. So maybe this is where Elden Ring is going to come in. So Spider-Man 2. Tell me who has played Spider-Man 2 in the chat, or even if you haven't played it, for who was this game of the year? Or who thought it would be game of the year? At least now, when I speak of game of the year, many outlets decide their own game of the year, but there is one particular, I would say, outlet or company, which is kind of, you could say, the definitive game of the year, which is the Game Awards. You might know that from Jeff Keighley. So this is what I'm using when I say game of the year, right? So for me, I remember during the Game of the Year Awards, lots of people were very pissed. They were like, how did Spider-Man win anything? This is a crime, right? And as someone who played this game, played the first game, played the second, what was the other one? Miles Morales, I totally agree with the idea that this game didn't win Game of the Year, right? Because if you see the competition that it had, wait, where am I going? If you see the competition that it had, oh, it's going to be a tough one here, trying to talk while playing. Okay, wait, what's going on? So if you see what happened, there were lots of good games, right? There were lots of good games, and wait, how'd you dodge? I'm trying to remember. Like that, okay. So there were lots of good games, and that's already one reason why it didn't win. There were lots of good games. There's a reason why I'm doing this stream, and I'm calling it like a roundup of 2023 games. What was good and what wasn't good and all that. And for me, if you played the first Spider-Man game and you play this one and you played Miles Morales, first of all, the differences were not that big. And why that's important is because if you're playing a game and the differences are not that big, you're playing Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. If someone just jumped into the game and looked at you playing, they would be like, wait, are you playing Spider-Man 1? You would have to tell them, no, I'm playing Spider-Man 2. Now, that's not to say that the graphics are not that improved. The graphics in Spider-Man 2 are definitely improved compared to 1 and Miles Morales. Actually, they're improved enough for you to notice that something is different. That's mostly because the game maintains a high frame rate, first of all, at no matter what graphic setting you're playing. I think the lowest it goes to is like 45 or something. Even at 4K, this is almost unheard of. but it also goes all the way to 120 FPS with a dynamic resolution or something like this. So this is already a very, very big improvement on the others. The other thing also is that the first Spider-Man games had such a good foundation. This swinging, someone can just play this game and swing for like 30 minutes. Just go around swinging around the city. It's so much fun. And this is the foundation these games built or set. So it's very hard to improve on something that's this good. Like how do they even improve on this? They're not going to make the swinging any better than it already is. But they did actually. They added this. So let's look at this. You see this? There are wind tunnels in here. So you can go into these wind tunnels, use your wingsuit, and you glide through the entire city just like this. And this is quite fun because look at this. You pick up so much speed, and you can see that feeling of speed, how they managed to make it look so good. Look at that. As you blitz through the city, then you go into the next one. And so if you have your waypoint somewhere and you're trying to make it somewhere, you go, you come out, and then you just continue swinging like that. Move, see all the speed you've picked up, do some stunts, go up, do more stunts, again, go again, and then you zip to a point like that, boom, web. Then if you're going onto the water, you can kind of glide like that, but I don't see any bridges, so I will not do that because I'll fall. And so this is one of the few improvements I could say that they added to this game. There's very little they could improve on. The first games were already really good. So that you could say that's the disadvantage that they had. They made a near perfect game at the beginning. So you'll find that they had very little to change. So that's not a bad thing. It shows you how solid the Spider-Man formula is as far as gameplay is concerned. Now let me look for some people to fight. I 100%ed the game, so there's no missions, no side missions, nothing. So I have to wait for these random events to happen. So the combat, they also didn't do anything so different with the combat. They did add a few finishers, a few new finishers, a few new enemies and things like that. A few animations, but it's mostly the same game. It's the same Spider-Man that you know. They added a parry. As someone who loves parries, whoops, that's something really good. I'm really trying to play and also talk, so forgive me for the poor gameplay, but bear with me. So dodge that. Whoops. What's shooting me? I don't see it. God. Yeah, I don't know how these streamers do these things. I don't remember how you do this shield, guys. Whoops. Then you can pull someone up so that you don't fight with those people down there. But all these are things you could do even in the previous games. So as far as combat is concerned, you're just having fun, With Miles Morales, it's also not any different. If you played the first game, it's the same thing. You're just doing the same thing. It's only that Miles is here and Peter Parker are in the same game. So that's the first thing I'm trying to say, that this game didn't win Game of the Year because it was too similar to the other games. Oh, this was definitely different. In case you didn't see it, you can now turn into Venom, put on the symbiote, and then you have some really powerful attacks. Oh, this thing is really causing me trouble. Get rid of it. So the symbiote suit is over. Think of it like a Devil Trigger state. I'll look into the comments shortly. Oh my goodness. I look like a noob right now, don't I? Okay, wait, let me pause. Okay, I can't pause. So let me just look into the chat right now for a second. Let us know what you have in mind. Wait, man, still waiting for it to come to PC. Silly excuses and stuff. You know what? Maybe they're going to start doing day and date PC Helldivers came day and date with the console version, right? And maybe this is something they're going to look into now. You saw that they did. Helldivers has been very successful. I don't know to what extent that's because of the price or the game, or it's a combination of good game, good price. But maybe this will be the point where they'll say, you know what? Launching the games day and date, PC, console is actually not a bad idea. And maybe they'll start doing that. Maybe they'll see this is a good thing. You saw with Xbox also, they announced that they're going to start doing more multi-platform. They've announced some games which are now coming to Nintendo Switch. I don't know if PlayStation as well. So hold on to your PC, maybe upgrade, get some new graphics cards and all that. Maybe you'll be lucky and they'll start doing that. I know for sure. My PC is not very strong. I got it specifically to stream. I don't really do gaming on this PC. It's a 2060 graphics card, 360, 3600 Ryzen 5 something, or Ryzen, I don't know, Ryzen thing. So for streaming, I can stream anything at almost any quality. For gaming, some games not very much. So when Sony says we are going to start paying attention to console, I mean PC just as much as we do console, I think I will also say, you served me very well, my dear PS5. It's time to say goodbye, and I'll stick to that. Only that, just the PC, and it will be my main gaming thing. But as you know, the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo, nobody can replace these guys. They're in their own world. But like I was saying, so Spider-Man, what are the things? One, the gameplay didn't change so much, right? The gameplay didn't change so much. The graphics, there was an improvement. You can see it, but it's not going to drop your jaw. It's not going to be like when you saw God of War on PS4 for the first time. God of War on PS4, the graphics were so good that even when it came to PS5, my jaw didn't drop. On PS4, my jaw dropped into the floor, not just on the floor. So I don't know. I haven't yet seen a game. I think the game on PS5 that the graphics really impressed me were Ratchet and Clank, surprisingly, and even Kena. I don't know if you know that, Bridge of Spirits. So when you see that Spider-Man gameplay wasn't different, graphics were not that different. It was left really with just the story to carry it, and unfortunately, even the story didn't carry it that much, because the stakes were so low in this game. The stakes with the story. I have an idea. Instead of struggling and playing, I could do this as well. So I'm always recording gameplay so that I can eventually do reviews, and I am very sure I have some Spider-Man gameplay on a storage device somewhere. So maybe I could just show you that pre-recorded gameplay instead of misrepresenting myself and looking like a noob here. I died and I was like, Jesus, I'm making myself look very bad. Alright, so let's see. What Spider-Man gameplay do we have here? So as you can see here, there's a lot of Spider-Man here. If I open something here, what do you see? Can you hear anything? No. Oh my goodness. I have footage, but it's not even moving at all. Did I fall asleep while streaming? Something like this. I don't know, the quality, is it convincing? I don't know. Can you hear the sound? Yeah, so Will you get time to help me set up my game studio? I don't know. If you mean if I will come to your place or something, I cannot, unfortunately, because I am not in Uganda. But I think Arudem definitely has the qualifications to definitely help you. You can contact those guys, no? And they can definitely help you. Oh, I'm loving Helldivers. It's not just the price. The game is actually really good. That's nice. You've recommended it to me. I'm going to get it. I mean, I still need to find some people to play it with. I've got a friend who lives in the US. The problem is that it's a 7 to 6 hours difference. So we still have to see how we'll make that happen. But if I can find some people here, maybe I will play with them. But that's a good recommendation. It's not just the price. That's what I need to hear. One question, how do you deal with storage in general? Because the way I'm filling up with my hard drive with clips is absurd. There's a device for that. Sorry, I keep jumping in and out of the setup, but now I will show you. So the first, you asked about storage, how I deal with storage. This here also Elgato is a PC-less capture device. It's a device that you use to capture content without a PC. So you just connect, you can see here, you connect your console into this, and out here goes into your TV. And then this, where is this? Yeah, this is power. But the thing is, you put an SD card in there, and it captures content up to 4K 60 frames per second. And this is how I capture content. So I have SD cards, and those SD cards, another Elgato. And so those SD cards, it's like I just keep switching. So every time you play, you just keep transferring. And then after that, you put it all on a hard drive. And that's how you get all that content. I do not record, and then you can edit it later on your PC or something like that. I don't really use the console itself to record, but if you do, the other reason why you're struggling with storage is also because you need to edit or use whatever you get that storage for immediately, and not just keep it. All right, so as I was saying, so the thing with Spider-Man is then the story is okay, right? The story is okay because the first problem you have is that in part 1, Aunt May didn't know he was Spider-Man. Mary Jane didn't know. Did she know? I don't know. All these people, Dr. Octopus. And so this dynamic of him with his relatives and all these people all trying to know, he's trying to protect all these people. It kind of made the story very interesting. With Miles Morales, it was a similar thing. His best friend didn't know he was Spider-Man, but she was also the villain. So he was trying to save his friendship, but also save the city. But his mom also didn't know he was Spider-Man. So he was trying to keep that a secret, but he was trying to be a hero. And this makes the story very interesting. In the new game, this one, everyone knows who Spider-Man is. Nobody's at risk. Mary Jane is too powerful. She doesn't need to be protected. Kind of breaks the immersion and all that. So the story is definitely not a strong point of Spider-Man 2, unfortunately. So in the end, for me, I was not surprised it didn't win Game of the Year. Otherwise, the combat, the skins, all those things, everything else around it is really good. So let me try to concentrate here and fight a bit and look and try to make myself look good. So I have gadgets. If I press R2 and I press a button, oh my goodness, R1, then I'll use a gadget. This is a sound. Oh my God. You can see all these gadgets I'm using. Then I can... Oh, these guys who keep shooting stuff at me. You can see another gadget. That one instantly stuck him. Then I can use abilities. That's if I press L1 and say triangle. Oh my goodness. L1 triangle. Then I'll use my spider arms. Nice. Another one. Can use this ability. Then another ability. Oh, finishers, those still look good. You can see. No. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to get rid of... Yeah, you can now parry in Spider-Man, by the way. That was a good thing as well. I'm a big fan of parries. Whenever I see parrying in a game, I go for it. Always. Jesus Christ! Okay, now let's get rid of this thing. Yeah, that you had to evade. So yeah, you can see on the lower left corner, you have the abilities there. On the lower right corner, you have the gadgets. If I pause, you can look at them as well. All the suits also unlocked. Really, really nice looking suits, and you get them for free as you play the game. So that was also really good. Suit tech, everything upgraded all the way to the end. The gadgets, web grabbers, they added a few things, they improved the game on a few things, but for me, like I said, the biggest problem with this game was simply that the story really didn't work out very well. The improvements were okay, but they were not that big, and it was just a very safe Spider-Man game. That's a good thing for them, because it shows that the basis which they built from the previous Spider-Man games is so strong that to this day they can make a game so similar to the previous ones, but it still works out to the point that people say this should be game of the year. So I would say that's it for Spider-Man 2. For those who have not played it, I still recommend it, highly recommend it actually. It's just that if you ask me about was this game of the year 2023 or something like that, I will tell you a very big resounding no, because it didn't change up so much. And you might say not changing but sticking to what works. They say if it works, don't fix it, and that is true. But let me show you now a game which was my personal game of the year, where it worked. They also didn't change too much. They didn't change so that they didn't try to fix it, but they made a few changes which was so good that the game itself, like, it was my personal game of the year. You can maybe guess. Who can guess? What do you think my personal game of the year was? Maybe the hint I can give is that it's a Nintendo game. But I would say then, for now, that is it for Spider-Man. We're now trying to run through games. Maybe it's something I could play another time, longer, if people would like to see that. But for now, we will put Spider-Man to rest a little bit, and then we will go into Zelda. Let's see. Will the controller work this time? Oh, I still need to use a cable. Do I have a cable nearby? I think so. I don't know if there are too many signals going on around here that are interrupting it, or if the battery is just dead. But that, you can see Prince of Persia there. That's a 2024 game, so I will not talk about it. But in my opinion, definitely contender for game of the year this year already. I mean, not many games have come out, so that's why it can comfortably be up there as a contender for game of the year. Yes, Zelda, definitely. I have intentionally gone to this one next to make the comparison with Spider-Man 2 to show you that sometimes the game may not change significantly from the part 1, but they will make a few very significant changes that it kind of makes it a completely different game. Zelda community is crazy. I would have to show you a YouTube video, because there are things in this game that I just cannot do as a normal human being with a normal brain. People out there be doing crazy things in this game, but I will just give you a very, very basic understanding to what I'm saying. So this game has very little difference from the first one. First of all, the graphics. I don't know. I have this thing in me that Ugandans are graphics whores. I've spoken to people who how good a game is determined by the graphics. So you'll see someone saying this game is my game of the year because did you see the graphics? So you like, I'm very sure there are people out there who see The Order. What's that game? That game that flopped badly. The Order something. The Order 1870. It's a PlayStation game. The Order something. It had crazy graphics, I have to admit. I will not deny that. It had really crazy graphics, but the game flopped badly. Nintendo has a very different approach to making games. They're like gameplay first, everything else next. So you'll see Nintendo has all those things that graphics whores would ignore. Cartoonish graphics, childish looking games, objectively childish games, but the gameplay is really, really good. Really good. So let's see how we begin with this. I don't even know how to start with the Zelda game, because this game is so open world. Like, this is the real definition of open world. So I'm in the sky. I will do this sky gliding thing. Fun fact, I think Fortnite got this from Nintendo. I don't know, maybe I'm being a fanboy. You'll check for yourself. So Zelda is a typical, you start, go save the princess, finish the game. The difference between Zelda and most open world games is that it's open world in the sense that you can literally start the game and go straight to the boss. And then the boss will whoop you and you will know that, okay, I'm not ready, let me go and prepare for the boss. So the game is literally you preparing to fight the boss. Of course, getting to the boss is not that easy. There are traps in there, but with a lot of creativity and some hard work, you can still fight the boss. So the game is about the journey and not the destination. So you'll find that, for example, when I played the game, I spent about, wait, where's the sound for the Nintendo Switch? I need to adjust that. So this is a good example of working with this thing. So you can see here, I think I don't have it in there somewhere, so I need to go to game capture, I guess. Yeah, now it's there, you can hear it. I don't know how I had removed it. So let's do it like at that, and then we should be set and ready to go. You can increase it a little bit, some more, so that we have it. So it's a very simple game, and it's all about creativity. The combat is very simplistic, but still very satisfying. Now it's raining, so unfortunately I cannot show you something that I really would have loved to show you. But let's see if I can find some bad guys in here. And you see, very simple combat, no combos or anything. So this guy has alerted his people. I'm hitting him with a stick. I need to also explain the weapons. This is something new to this version of Zelda, and not... look, I have fire arrows, right? And these guys are standing next to bombs. Oh, I missed that, so I will blow that. Oh my goodness. Why am I on so much pressure? I'm trying to not misrepresent myself. Nice. So they're all gone. Someone else was here disturbing me. So you'll see the weapons. The weapon system is very interesting in this game, because people complained in the first game, your weapons used to break. So people say that is very annoying, but Nintendo being Nintendo, they want to make the game that they want to make, not the one that you want them to make. They said, fine, we shall sort out this problem of weapons by letting you be able to craft. So you'll see in here, all these are not natural occurring weapons in the game. All these are fused. If you look at the lower right corner of the screen, you will see Mighty Zonite Longsword plus Captain Construct and things like that. So what happens with these weapons is that I can get this, for example. This is its original base form, right? It's just a normal sword with 6. I can go look into my inventory. I need to remember all this. Let's see, how was it again? look into my inventory. So all these are items that you can get around the world, and you can see they have different attack power. You can't see the attack power, but they're organized in attack power. So this is the most powerful one going backwards. So I have enough of this, so I'll use this as the example. I drop it on the ground, and then I will get my power, which is a fuse power, like this. And then I will fuse my sword with that item. And now I've gone from a weapon that was at 6 and is now at 40. So you see, I fused it, and look at what I have here right now. I have a very deadly looking thing here. So you can see you can go all the way to 79 or even higher by fusing. And so this is really interesting in the game because you always defeat enemies. Let's see if I can defeat this guy here who's roaming around. You defeat enemies. Oh, and these here are my companions. It's related to the story. Ah, the guy disappeared. Every time you defeat enemies. Speaking of fusing, you can also fuse the same principle. You can do it with arrows. So I fuse a bomb onto my arrow so that oh my god, I missed him, so that I blow this guy up. But he's a white enemy, and these white guys are usually stronger than normal. Oop, oop. Oh, I got the timing right, so I get a slow motion animation. Can do it again with a bomb. Oh, didn't get, so you can see my enemy, my people are growing him. Now he's dead. So what I wanted to show you was this. You see, they drop all these things, and you can decide to pick up all this stuff. You can decide to see all this stuff, and you say, okay, I have this thing here, I want to fuse it with one of them. So you can fuse these things also to make a powerful weapon. So look at that. This was just a torch, and now I've fused to make a silver moblin hammer. It was just a torch. It was like what, 3 or 4? And so this was a new thing added to this game. It completely changes how you play this game. Now, like I said, I've used this game directly after Spider-Man to show you how 2 sequels approached updating the game differently. Here, they were literally changing entire systems of how the game works. Now, this is just the weapon system, right? Let me go into the the other system, which is you want Zelda even, where you have to get it. I really recommend this game. The other system, which is, well, let me look at this. How was this again? Building. Well, there's even a slow time mechanism system. There is a Ultra Hand system. Oh, I have to. Ultra Hand is more or less doing this. Let me see if I get close. This carrying stuff, so you can kind of carry stuff like this. And if there was an enemy here, if I could be able to like drop it on their heads, for example. But now you see, it's such a simple system. You look at it and you say, oh, okay, maybe it's just good for carrying. But with the Ultra Hand system, you can connect items together. So you see, they even give you, this is very basic stuff like I was saying. So they give you this, and you can put wheels on it. So now I'm going to put the wheels here. Wheels here. You can already guess what I'm making. It's going to be a very basic cut. Wheels. So then I have my wheels here. Oh no, I need to put this. Anyway, the point is now that you see it can move, and then I have a cut. So if I were to put it maybe up here, using just that fuse system, now I have a cut. if I had a horse with me, I could connect the horse to this thing, and then I have a wagon or whatever. Or if I had, maybe I do have, I can get something like a steering. Let me see. In my inventory. Yeah, I'll have 59 of them. Nice. 10 more and I would have 69. Nice. Anyway, so now with this steering wheel, I've made a car. So now I can move around. Oh, can I? I can't. Something isn't right. What is not right? I think I need to... And you'll be surprised how accurate the physics can get in with this. This I think was the problem. So you have to be to some extent a bit physically with physics a bit accurate. No, I don't have. Speaking of physics, for it to work, I think I would need something to propel me, like an engine or whatever. So I will put a fan at the back so that it can create air, a draft of air pushing backwards. And then when I do this, look at that. Now we're moving. And remember, this thing you see in front is my one of those guys of mine, my teammates or whatever, and he turns into a ball and I can fire him away like that. So that was it. Very simple thing like this. Now you can do the same thing and create, I think I have some auto builds saved. So as you eventually, as you play the game, you unlock an ability to build items or to build stuff, and then also to save the stuff that you build. So one of the things I think that I built and saved was something like a plane. So you can see this. I built it. So normally I would require material. I'll not go into how I'm able to build it. But just to show you this. This also was not a feature that was present in the previous game. So this is a whole new mechanic. Graphics are the same as the previous and everything. But now look, I now have, with some momentum, I now should be able to fly. Come on, take off. Am I too heavy? Am I too heavy? Come on, take off. I think I'm too heavy. Let's do this. So, like I said, it's all about the physics. You really have to be accurate with your physics, kind of. I mean, not completely accurate, but the game does not ignore physics. Let's just put it that way. So to make this work, I would... Wait. I've tried to remember. Okay, good. I'll get another one of these and another one of these. Then I will add it to my plane so that I have some more power to my... Let's call them jet engines. I'll add some more jet engines to my plane. Something like this, and then I'll say, alright, time to fly. Now surely it should work now, right? Is it too much? I think it's too much. I don't know what's going on anymore. Sorry. This is facing the wrong direction. It was messy. So the air was going in the wrong direction, so it created a centrifugal force. That's some physics for you, so I started rotating. So now I should be able to fly. I have enough power, and there you go. I have my plane, and I can fly. So this is the stuff Spider-Man was competing against. Like, people are complaining, but this is real innovation in your gameplay. Now, I don't want to go too far again into this. This game is as fun as you make it. The more creative you are, the more amazing it is. And I tell my friends usually, Spider-Man, Zelda games or Nintendo games, you don't go to them really for story, you just go to them for fun, because at Nintendo, gameplay first is what they say. So I would like to show you a video. Like, I do not have this level of skill, unfortunately. So I'd just like to show you something showing a bit of how crazy people are, right? With their builds. People be building transformers and stuff like that. Let's see, Zelda TOTK builds. Let's see, what the most insane builds. Okay, this looks good. 2 million. Okay, this, let's go
Es
with
ist
2
Zeit,
million.
deiner Kleidung ein zweites Leben zu schenken. Verkauf sie bei Vinted ohne Gebühren. Sein erster Sprung in deinem
I
Secondhand-Badeanzug.
hope it's not too loud. I'll reduce it just a little bit. I'm sorry, Arudem, for promoting ads that have nothing to do with you. These guys didn't pay. They should pay so that they get these ads on your streams. But you'll get there. People will start paying. All right. Like, just want, I don't know, we won't finish the video, but let's just see some of the crazy things people be creating. I'll turn off my webcam for now. Look at that, that's an entire mecha. It's like Metal Gear stuff. Look at that. How do you even start building that? You see that? It auto searches and destroys enemies. What's this? Let's go a bit further ahead and see what crazy things are here. What is this? Look at this. A spaceship. You see that with the air pushing downwards and air pushing diagonally side downwards so that you can have that upwards and forward moving force. Like, this is real madness. A catapult. What's this? Yeah, so I think you get the point here. What's this? Oh, we have to see that. We have to see that. We have to see that. That looked like a truck. Look at that. Yo, this military with shock absorber. This is what Spider-Man was competing with. Just so you know, this is what Spider-Man was competing with, and people were complaining. How? Yeah, okay, you get the point. You get the point. This is how crazy Spider-Man, this is not Spider-Man, how crazy Zelda can become if you're up to all that creativity. Like, if you say that, okay, I'm going to put my mind into it, I'm going to play this game, and I'm going to... So these are things people do usually at the end game. You play the game, you found out everything, whatever, and now you're like, okay, time to just have fun, play for the memes, play for fun of it and everything. And on top of that, they added more to the game. This was like the map from the first game. They even put you back on the same map from part 1, but then they change a few things so that it doesn't feel the same. Really amazing. They added an entire sky area. Then they added another underground area, the exact same size as the map of part 1. So they literally added 3 full game size areas in the game. There are some things unfortunately can't show you. For example, if you're playing and there's a thunderstorm, right now it's just rain and there's a thunderstorm. If you have metal, like you can see I have this metal shield and all that, you have to take all that stuff off, because if you're in a thunderstorm, lightning will strike you. It's an amazing game. I really recommend it. Like I said, it was my game of the year. I play this game to this day. Play it. If you don't have a Nintendo Switch, I will go to church on Sunday and pray for you that you get one. And this game is worth it. This game alone is worth getting a Nintendo Switch for. I will show you one more cool thing that they added, which really adds to just the coolness factor of this game. And that is, oh no, just a moment. Let me try not to die here. Yeah, it's okay. I wanted to show you something. I will not fight these guys. Oh wait, I'll show you something. Look at this, right? There is an item which you can attach to your to your arrow. This. Think of it like a smoke bomb. Now none of them can see me, right? Then I'm going to wait. I'm going to put on a very powerful sword. Let's go with the one that we created just a few seconds ago. Was it this one? No, it was this one. So let's do this again. Smoke bomb. Boom. So they all can't see me. Then I can sneak up on them like, hey, boom. The next one. Oi. The next one. Still in the smoke bomb. Okay. Then spin attack. Yo, look. Uh-oh, he's about to hit me. Now, I'll show you another cool attack, right? There's this lady here I have with me. She's called Lady Riju of Lightning. She's running away. You know, all these people also fight with you. You would have to play the story to know why they fight with you, but you see, look at that. She's creating, in that entire area, lightning can strike. So I'll hit it down here. Where I hit with my arrow is where she strikes the lightning. Unfortunately, I was too close, so it also hit me, but that move is so hype. But this guy is about to die. Yeah, he's gone. This one is also about to go. Can hit him with this guy. Nah, he's gone. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and that is Zelda. It's just pure fun. The combat is fun. The fighting is fun. Everything is fun. Like, I think I have marketed this game very well. If you haven't played it, please, if you don't have a Switch, sell your PlayStation. Sell your PlayStation. If you have a Switch, but can't afford it, maybe sell your kidneys, something. Buy this game. You have to play Zelda. Zelda is literally a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think I can hype it any more than that. So that was, oh wait, I still had to show you this thing. This final thing I will show you, which is the movement. Here you go. You can do something like this and travel through ceilings, and you come out and you're like, oh, okay, come on, like that. That animation, I saw that animation the first time and I was like, game of the year already. All right, so yeah, that was Zelda. I've rushed through that real quick, but we still have a lot to go through. I hope I'm not going too fast. I hope but I am trying to just show you the best games of 2023. So that is maybe my struggle. Let's see what's in the chat. We'll have to have a sit down with wait, what's this? Oh, my days want a Zelda even more now. Yeah, we'll have to sit down with them. I do not play COD, unfortunately. My aim is really bad, and I mean I can try. I usually like to be challenged so that I can play games people play, beat them at their own game, and then drop the game again. Yeah, but I don't play COD, unfortunately. I don't play shooters mostly. Cyberpunk is one of the few that opened my mind a little bit. I mean, it's not really a shooter, but it's first person. All right, what game do we have on the list? So this Zelda particularly was a direct comparison with Spider-Man. I really wanted you to see that Spider-Man didn't win Game of the Year, but there was a reason why. Zelda, I think, won Action Game of the Year or Action Adventure. Zelda is really hype. Zelda is really hype. So let's go back to the PlayStation 4 and look at I hope I have Dead Space in the game. So far, how is the stream? Are you enjoying it? Am I going too fast? Is there a particular game you would like me to stick to not go to? I think, I don't know, it's 6:43 already, almost approaching 2 hours. I will have to wind up very soon. I might have got very excited with the setup itself. So I'm thinking maybe I will do very little of Dead Space. I might have to skip a few games, but like maybe Final Fantasy, I don't know. I'll do Dead Space, do Resident Evil immediately after Dead Space, then do Gran Turismo in VR, so that you can also see how nice VR is, especially with Gran Turismo driving. And that will be the end of the stream for today. And that will be it. And then everyone can go out and drink. Drink and party. Who has played Dead Space? Or not continue. I'm supposed to go back. One thing I didn't show you in Spider-Man, which definitely was worth showing you, was how quickly it loads. Like how fast you go from like fast traveling and all that. That is definitely a trendsetter for gaming. Like the speed at which you fast travel is crazy. There's literally no load screen. But maybe I'll do that at the end if I remember. Maybe you can remind me. But we're going to go and do a new game plus. So this one is going to be a little bit of more let's play than the others. And I will try to show you what I liked about Dead Space in the first opening hours. So this one we're literally just going to go with the game and see where it takes us. And then I will try to explain what's happening, what I liked about it, but maybe I can talk. So I'll talk less. This is going, like I said, going to be a let's play. I'm going to talk less and we'll kind of watch it and get a feeling for it. We'll see the graphics, we'll see the atmosphere and the setting, we'll see the first part where you actually fire your weapon, and then after that, I will stop playing it and move to Resident Evil. Alright, let's enjoy this one.
It's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing.
That's her? Nicole?
Yeah. First deferred from her in weeks.
We're 5 minutes out. You still got that thing on repeat? Guess you really miss her.
Ishimura is not a job you turn down, but 6 months apart with only vid calls. It's rough. Easy to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I'd listen to my girlfriend over Hammond reciting security protocols.
Forewarned is forearmed, Miss Davis.
Yeah, so as you can see, graphics are quite good.
Nice clean re-entry.
I didn't play the first one or the original version. Did anyone play the original version?
Imagine 6 months staring at that chunk of rock.
But I did watch comparisons and the gap.
That's paradise. Aegis 7 is one of the richest finds in CEC history. Some prospecting team set up for life. Now where is she?
I saw comparisons of the games, and the difference between the remake and the original is big.
What a beauty. Biggest planet cracker in her class, you know. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it so dark? We should be able to see her running lights.
Yeah. I'll get us into hailing range. Someone's got to be waiting up for us.
Just be careful on the approach. I'm not taking any chances with CEC's pride and joy.
No chances, huh? Is that why you were digging into my personnel files before we left?
You track your file access?
I'm a computer analyst. Comes with the job.
I ran standard CEC background.
So, for context,
You want to work in the big
they are going to a ship called the Ishimura.
Sir.
They got a distress call, or they were not getting communication from it, one of the two, I'm not sure, and now they're going to check what exactly is happening. Yeah, distress call. And you're Isaac.
Do you copy? Come in.
One change from the original game is that he is now voiced. Before he had no voice. He was a silent protagonist, kind of similar to Link in Zelda. So
The hell is that?
Sounds like their communication array is busted. Maybe a broken encoder. Daniels and I can handle it in 48 hours, max.
Hey, that gives you plenty of time to catch up with Nicole.
Yeah, I hope so.
Jen, Johnson, take us in.
okay, it's quite a long intro. I don't remember it being this long.
losing control.
But yeah, first things I can say, I really liked the graphics of the game. I like the gunplay. This one I will show you for sure. The gun you start with or the gun you get at the beginning is so much fun that even when you're done with the game or towards the end of the game, end game, whatever, you're still having so much fun with it. It's not like you're like, oh, this is the gun I started with, I don't want to use it anymore. It's so much fun, but that's because also their approach to combat was different. It was not just about shooting. You know, most games it's headshot, headshot, headshot. This was about dismembering. So you're trying to remove the limbs of the bad guys or what are they called? Necromorphs? I think they're called necromorphs.
They always read the manual.
What the fuck's going on with flight control? That guidance system's a death trap.
Better add it to your repair list. Jen, what's our damage?
Comms are down. We lost a port booster. Got a fire in one of the stabilizers and singularity core's a
Okay,
mess.
let's go.
Could be worse, but not by much.
Then let's get some help. Johnston, stay with the Kellyan's.
Yeah,
We'll send
what
them
do you
back.
think of the
Everyone
graphics?
else?
Is it just me or are they actually good? And you can see all the smoke, all the lighting, the sparks. That's the ambience. That they did this so well as well. I mean, look at all that in the background, right? The smoke, the ambience, the light, the fire. I don't know what trophy I've got, but I'll see later. This is that next gen stuff. So far, this is, I think, also a criticism people have with next gen, that the difference between this and the previous generation is not so obvious. The difference is this kind of why you've got to squint like this and someone has to tell you, you see that shadow and all that. But once you look at the games side by side, then you see there's merit in that. But people are still waiting for that game that will blow their minds and be like, all right, we are now in the new generation. I think the closest to that maybe is something like God of War, maybe.
Guess we better go.
Yeah. But I don't know, for those who are into PS5, playing PS5 games, or even Xbox, are there any games you've seen that have graphics that have made you bow down and say like, yeah, this is why I bought a next-gen console? I have to think about it.
At least we didn't take out the sign.
I'm looking at my collection and I don't see that game really. I would have to settle for maybe.
May as well get signed in.
That's hard. Horizon was really good. I think Horizon Forbidden West had really good graphics.
Welcome, Isaac Clarke, to the USG Ishimura.
I'd have to give that some more thought.
Rig synced. Collect kinesis and stasis modules from Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Location? Error. Employee not found.
I can't reach security.
Same for the chief engineer. What is wrong with their comms?
Yeah, and this was also something really well done in this game. The story was told very well. They kept you in enough suspense. I think up until 50% of the game, you're constantly asking yourself, what is even happening? Like, what's going on? No, we shall not be listening to any of this stuff. We're just going to go in. We shall play up until the point where you actually start firing. So you can see all this,
Security detail. Where's
the atmosphere in the game, the lights, the mood, the ambience. It really feels very something went wrong in here.
Isaac, get a damage report. I'm done playing.
And you know, I don't know, sometimes if you're just dying to play the game and dying to shoot, these are things that can pass you by, but they actually affect how you experience the game. Wait, what am I supposed to do here?
Does anyone else smell that?
Oh God, that smell.
What have you got, Isaac?
Shit. It's not just comms with the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, the trams.
Could do that kind of damage to a planet cracker.
Okay, got us some power. Ventilation's up. Power to the elevator should be...
Hazardous anomaly detected. Quarantine activated.
Another malfunction?
No. The quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it.
Hammond?
Take it easy. Daniels, get those elevators running.
There's something in here with us.
Oh my god.
Daniels, get the doors open.
Get out of there!
Kendra, doors!
How do I run? How do I run? I don't remember. Okay. Oh crap, open the door. Oh my god. Is this the way out, bro? No, it's not the way out. Crap. Oh, this is the way out. I have no weapons. And this intro is crazy, like... You saw how they put your friend right in front of you to see him get crashed on the wall. Oh crap. Just show you how he gets torn apart right on the window. Yeah, this is how you do an intro to a horror game. You have no weapons, so you feel powerless as well, just running. And how they also dismembered your friend right in front there. They kept talking about the vents, kind of foreshadowing. I think I'm competing with the game sound. Someone help. What's this? Cut off their limbs. Now this is also a very good example of how well the game tells the story, how they were using the environment to explain what's going on. Throughout the game as you play, you pick up logs, you see people's quarters, people's rooms and all that, and you get aspects of the story that are just told very implicitly, and you get a feeling for how bad the situation was. So this here, okay fine, it's central to the game, cut off their limbs, but you also get that introduction to how the game is going to progress. Like, we are going to be telling you part of the story through the environment. It's like people are writing with blood and all that, so really cool. All right. Some plasma rounds, ammo. So this is the gun. You can shoot vertically or shoot horizontally. Someone is dying. Oh my god. That was also very nice. So you saw... Wait, did something behind me? No. So you saw you could dismember it. You shoot the arms off, you shoot the legs off. That's actually how you want to kill them. So that's a mini game in itself of trying to dismember instead of just trying to shoot the head. And it's very interesting how the body parts react to when you shoot them. I don't know if you'll be able to see it now, but I'll try to show you how nice it looked. Oh my goodness. It's horror done well. I really liked like such small things.
Security request retrieved.
So you see that?
We shot that fucker right between the eyes and it didn't die. Smith had to shoot its fucking arms and legs off. For God's
Yeah, shoot its arms and legs off. Then you see this guy down here as well. This is the environmental storytelling I'm talking about. You just look around and you see everything is falling apart. I mean, it goes deeper than this. You find out that there are cults and all these things, and there was politics and betrayal and all that, but you get all that on the side.
Oh my god, Isaac. You made it.
Just... they're everywhere. Shit, is he,
He's gone. Nothing I can do. What the fuck are these things?
The ones I saw, some of them were wearing Ishimura uniforms.
They're the crew? How the hell can they be the crew? Look at them.
We need to get to the bridge. There's 1,000 people on board. Someone will be there.
We can't. The tram system's wrecked. Everything's locked down because of the quarantine.
And you're both repair techs. So how do we do this?
There's a broken tram car blocking the tunnel. It's gridlocked the system. And the data board's burned out. I can't lift the lockdown or call the tram until we get a spare from the maintenance bay. But it's all on Isaac's side of a quarantine.
I'll handle it. Just make sure there's power to the repair systems.
And Isaac,
Yeah?
I'm sure Nicole's okay. She's a doctor, right? She'll do the smart thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she always does. Find somewhere safe. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, and that literally sets the tone of the game. You'll be dismembering xenomorphs as you try to find out what is going on the Ishimura. All the while going through this, and you see that it's quite dark in here. Oh, I remember, this is where the xenomorph passed me. It's quite dark, so your torch only lights right in front of you, so it kind of gives you that, oh, this guy must be pretending. Can I just, oh my god. That was easy. Always step them just to confirm that that they are not alive, because sometimes they're just pretending. Okay, I think this is the one I want to open, so this should work. That's some old school gaming tactics going on there. That's a save point, but I will not save since I do not intend to.
Isaac, don't bother shooting those fuckers in the head. Doesn't even slow them down.
Okay. The only way is hacking them apart. Those arms, their legs.
Does that even kill them? Or do they just stop moving?
I see, I think I get why I'm so overpowered suddenly. No. Alright, so you get it now. I don't have any more weapons, unfortunately, but I thought with New Game Plus I would have more weapons, which I don't. But I hope you now get what I'm saying. So this game is very atmospheric. It's very... yeah, it's very atmospheric, very dark, so you can see this, you never really know what's coming from around the corner. You only have security in what's right in front of you, like what your torch is lighting, so there could literally be a thing there but you don't see it. And you saw the jump scares, exactly, was that, like, the jump scares are really well done, and this is just the beginning of the game, so they really, it's a real proper nice horror game. I cannot recommend it anymore. Oh no, before I switch, maybe I can, I mean, I hear something but I don't see them. No. Yeah, I think I'm moving around with since it's New Game Plus, my weapon is already maxed out. Like, let's see if I can see that. Can I see that? Fun fact, it doesn't really pause actually. Oi. So fun fact, it doesn't really pause, so you have to be careful. Yeah, I'm moving around with a very powerful loadout, so they're always going to be struggling to leave. I have so many credits, so much armor, 15% armor, everything. But I hope you've gotten a good feeling for the game. It's got jump scares, it's got really good graphics, as you can see. It's got very good atmosphere for a horror game, so you will be really immersed into this world with the right setting. If you play with headphones, you'll be appropriately scared while playing this game. But you know, one game that was better than this, in my opinion, that game was Resident Evil. So for now, that was it for Dead Space. It was a very short look through, but I hope you also liked to see that. I think for me, this is the first game I played in 2023 and I absolutely loved it. It was also my first time playing Dead Space at all, so I look forward to the Dead Space Part 2 remake because I had fun with this one. Maybe until then I will have replayed Dead Space remake and gotten a bit further. I like to play games to the end. I'm trying to become a kind of trophy hunter because games here are too expensive. We're talking of like 70 euros, 79 euros, 80 euros. I mean, don't take my word for it. I think I can show you even. Not extra, the PlayStation Store. I mean, look at this, for example. 99 euros, 79 euros, 79 euros. So you can't afford to just play a game, put it down and move on with your life. You have to play it platinum, get the platinum trophy and move on with your and then say you've done the game and gotten all your money's worth out of it. Because how much is, like, I think 80 euros, 70 euros is about 200 to times 4. It's like 250k almost. So you can't afford to just half-ass games. You have to play them, finish them, platinum them, get the platinum trophy, and then you can stop. The used game market in Germany is actually really good, so you can even sell the games, get some money back and use that to top up to buy a new game. So you, like, every game keeps refinancing each other. If you finish a game very early while it's still a hot cake, you can sell it for near original price so that you can buy a new game with that money. So if you're clever, gaming can be a little less expensive. Not much into RPG, but I like that they tell the story. I like wait a second. I like that they tell the story and how they use the environment. Like, it's crazy. The writing is in the blood. Exactly. That's it. It's such small things that really add to these games. VR mode. Should I just do it in VR mode? No. I'll do only Gran Turismo in VR. I'll only do Gran Turismo in VR mode. There I don't get seasick. Not many games commit to such detail, environmental storytelling, because for someone to really be immersed, you really have to put a lot of effort to make them feel like it's a living world and these guys went the distance. You're going to now experience something kind of different with Resident Evil 4 because this game is just for fun. It's survival horror, yes, but it's fun. It's just fun. You have Leon roundhousing zombies, suplexing zombies. It's fun. But again, this is also New Game Plus, so I have all my guns from the end game, and so we can at least go through all of that. What you can see also is, compared to the original, the graphics are better, significantly better, as you can see. Some people criticized it for being a bit too dim or too gray, so they're even on mods on PC where they kind of give it a little bit more color, but I guess that was intentional. They wanted it to have that look and that feel. For me, it's just a really fun game. I don't know how to say it. It's just a video game. If you think of a video game, I'll give an example. When I think of games like Uncharted or Tomb Raider or even God of War these days, they're not video games in the sense that you remember that you come, you play the game and you move on. they have deep stories, you know, you're trying to learn deep combat, how trying to put with Uncharted, I think that's what it is. It's more a movie than a video game. It's like you're playing a movie with video game because they really go deep in the story. You could say that's how Naughty Dog does their games. When it comes to God of War, they try really hard to tell a story also, so you're really deep inside the whole connection with Atreus and his dad. But you're also now starting to go into customization. They went into that journey with God of War, that direction with God of War. But this is old school. You have guns, you're shooting zombies, you upgrade your guns, you shoot zombies, you get bigger guns, you shoot more zombies. This is the video game, 100%. So this is why I like Resident Evil. they didn't mess around with story or whatever. It's just video game. So that was it. Very, very good game indeed. So with this one, if you're looking for no nonsense, you just want to play a video game, huh? No deep story, no deep thought into whatever. Things don't make sense. This is it. So I'm just going to go in Rambo style. You can also try to be stealthy. Oh, hey, maybe. Let's see if I can sneak up on her. Oh my goodness. But just so you know, you can't really be stealthy. Oh my. So for those who are asking if I play Call of Duty, I hope I'll be able to show you why I don't play Call of Duty. So this was also a really cool thing. You can shoot them on you can shoot their limbs. Oh my god. You can shoot their limbs and then they will like take a knee. So that's really cool. If they're holding something in their hands, you can shoot their hand and they'll drop that thing. That's right. Or you can parry also with your knife. Really cool. Oh my goodness. I didn't parry there. Oh, be quick. Break free. But it's good that I'm not playing very well. Oh wait, you can also kill him on the ground. But as you can see, my goodness. Parry. Your knife takes damage, so I want him to drop the axe. Oh crap. I want him to drop the axe, so if I... Oh, you can parry the axe as well, by the way, just so you know. Everything is working out, except him dropping the axe. He didn't drop the axe. But you can see all those mechanics inside here. There was the parry, right? So you saw the mechanic, there was the parry. There was shooting the knee so that the enemy falls down and then you can do a finisher. There was I tried to do stealth, I kind of messed it up, but you saw it there. If you shoot them on the head, they get stunned a bit, then you can go in for the finisher. You can parry the people with the Rex, you can parry the knife throw, or you can dodge it. I didn't dodge it, I parried it, but as you do that, you take your weapon takes a bit of, I'll say, damage. If you look at it on the, I think, lower right corner, you can see it keeps disappearing. So you have to be, get this guy before he turns. So you can see the icon of the knife down there, right? Okay, now let's see the shotgun. Oh my goodness. The woman behind me, come on. I was trying to run away. She made me panic. Or you can... Oh my god, I'm getting sandwiched here. You can also throw a flash grenade. They all get blinded and then they are ripe for the finishing. Oop. Who else? Oh, the bell has rung. What? Who's that? The cow. The cow caught fire and came at me. So, what game are we playing here? Genie FPS. We are playing everything. I'm running through the best games of 2023. I've already gone through Zelda. I've gone through Dead Space, Spider-Man 2. And now I am going through Resident Evil 4. I am a bit over time. I had a plan to do about 2 hours. So after this, I will go into... I think it will be the final game. Oh, so someone wanted to see Mario Wonder, so I will do Mario Wonder real quick. Then I will do the final game in VR, which will be Gran Turismo. And then it will be a day. So what games are we playing here? We're playing everything. Every good game that came out in 2023 that I played. There are a few games that came out but I didn't play, or didn't play long enough to have a proper opinion to share, like Hogwarts Legacy, Baldur's Gate, or Jedi Survivor. But for now, this one is Resident Evil 4. So this game was very good. In this short section, I hope I've been able also to rush through this and also show you just how good this one is. I feel this one also deserves a proper playthrough. This and the other one, Dead Space, they deserve proper playthroughs because...
Route to Condor 1. I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
His one-liners also are just amazing. He drops some really crazy one-liners straight out of the 90s. It's real reminiscent of the time in which it came out, you know, when we were all kids and we were kind of cringe. The Arnold Schwarzenegger days and all that. And it's really just a good game. I highly recommend it as well. But like I said, if you want just a video game, old school, you play, don't want to think too much about the story, don't want to connect too many dots, no messing around, you know, nothing, you just want to go in and shoot zombies and do weird things, suplex zombies, this is the game that you need to play. Resident Evil 4. Jesus Christ, I'm really rushing through these games now. I hope I'm not killing the moment, but yeah, we need to move on. I underestimated my own time management. It's quite poor. With that said, I take a glass of water, and maybe I can also ask the chat for everyone who is watching. I can see there's even a question there. Would you survive a zombie apocalypse? For real though, would you survive a zombie apocalypse? Especially in Uganda, I really want to see more movies addressing these things these scenarios we see in Hollywood, but from African perspectives. What would happen if there was a zombie outbreak in Uganda? I know one thing for sure is that the churches would be full, but beyond that, what would happen? Or what would happen when alien invasion would happen? How would people take that? Would it be seen as a supernatural biblical thing, but with technology? Then it's not getting biblical, it's more technological. How would people see that? Would it be the end of the world? I would really like to see entertainment really addressing this. I mean, we've seen the world ending in New York enough times. We now need to see the world ending in Africa. It would be so funny, I think. All right. Moses, are you still there? Because doing Mario Wonder will be extra so that you can see that. Otherwise, I will switch to Gran Turismo. I'll switch to Gran Turismo and I will do it in VR, and that will be the final thing I do for today. VR is a very tricky thing for me because I get motion sick very easily. I struggled really hard with Horizon not Forbidden West, but Call of the Mountain. I got seasick. I got motion sick so badly. It took about 2 hours to finally disappear. Oh my god, I hope this thing will work. The CD is quite dirty. I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know how it got there, but if you I got motion sick really badly. It took really long. Call of the Mountain. I also did VR with Resident Evil. It was a bit more manageable, but I also struggled a bit. but I also struggled a bit, but it was more manageable. The game where I have little to no motion sickness at all is with Gran Turismo. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that it simulates driving a car. It simulates driving a car, and in a car you're seated and you're moving, but it doesn't feel like you're moving. So wait, let's see if I can get this. I'll not be able to see the chat, so feel free to say something in Discord. Otherwise, I will see the chat when I take the glasses off. Let's see, how does this work? Like this. Oh, it's not yet on. Where is that? Okay, good. You can also see what I see on the screen. So you can see, I can see a bit of the monitor, not as clearly as I would like to. All right, checking your play area. I hope it saved it, because this is my play area. Okay, so I need to do this scanning again. So you can see you scan the play area so that it knows where obstacles are and all that. Okay. Scanning complete. Next. Done. Oops. I will be playing while seated. And set play area here. So you can see this is my tiny play area right here. Shouldn't move out of it. And then we can go in. Can you see what I see? Yeah, you can see what I see, right? Yeah. Okay, good. I have to keep checking because I'm sometimes not sure if it's easy to see. Okay. And excuse my driving, I will look for a level that's really easy, because the whole point is to just showcase how good VR is. For me, this is the best racing game, hands down, in VR. I don't think anything beats this at VR. It's absolute madness. This is something that you should experience. I know that at Arudem, they've got the steering wheels and all that. I hope Ivan and the team are looking into getting VR glasses, because this takes the whole racing experience, sim racing experience, to a completely whole other level. So let's see. I'm going to look for some Nürburgring. No, thank you. That is too much. Okay, it's too much, but I'll just do it. I'll do it. 69, nice. Okay, well, I'm a man of culture. Let's see, change car, 600 FPS, 600 horsepower. Quick crossword socket sport challenge. $650. Okay, so you'll excuse my driving. I will not use the steering for this one, because as you can see, my table is full right now. I will stick to the controller. See any comments there yet? Nope. All right. See you when I'm done with the rest. So in the main menu, you don't get to see anything with VR. It's like, but it should change soon. Okay, now you can see it. And if you see this is also something really nice about the DualSense Edge. I can switch now to a profile. You can see this. I'll switch to a profile that I use for GT7, Gran Turismo 7. So with this, I can use these Oh my goodness. I can use these to shift, these ones here. It's not a reason to get the Elite controller, but it's just something that I will mention since I do it, I use it. So you can look around and you can see, whoops, you can see down there, there's stuff down there, there's nice stuff. You can see the gears. If I switch gears, oh my goodness. But it looks really, I don't know how I can explain it, but with this it's so good. You really feel that you're there. This is something you can give non-gamers and they will sit here and play with you, and you will convert them into gamers. This is the stuff, this game is made to convert non-gamers into gamers. You can see side mirror. If I look on the side, I get that. Wait, why am I not shifting gears? I see I did not actually adjust the setting. Now, okay, now I should be able to shift gears. So don't mind my position. This is just about, so you see every time I shift, he also shifts down there. And then here in the middle of the screen, you can see the map, right? And it's right there. You can always look up here at the top mirror. I switched the gear. I think, let me slow down. I think I can even look behind like this. You can see all that there. Yeah. Then you can see here the speed meter. Looks really good. I can look down here as well. Oh, this guy has passed me, but it's okay. So for me, as far as the best games of the year go, Gran Turismo 7 in VR is not just it's a wonder. It's a wonder. If Arudem can give people this experience, it would be amazing. Many people will go home and they will talk about it in really positive terms. This is something everyone should experience. I took this to my office one time and I organized the game night for my colleagues, and people I didn't expect to even be playing video games. People I didn't expect would be playing games were all over this thing. So highly recommend it. So let me try to race like I actually want to win. See what happens here. Okay. They have this thing they call foveated rendering. It's a mechanism where they try to reduce the power or the resources that the VR headsets use by only making sure that the parts you're looking at on the screen are put in high res, and then everything else is reduced in resolution. Yeah, okay, so everything else that I'm not looking at, I didn't break early enough. So everything that I'm not looking at is in low resolution, and only what I'm concentrating at, like in front of me, is at a high resolution. No Borgring, I hate this place. And then I can look in the side mirror, he's gone. Side mirror, he's gone. The weather has changed. If you've noticed, it's about to start raining. This corner is not that heavy, so I don't need to slow down that much. This one, too. Okay, maybe I should have slowed down a little bit more. Once it starts raining, then it gets even more complicated. Get out. Ooh, I sandwiched my way through there. Nice. And there as well, look at them in the back mirror. I'll be clean. I'll not side swipe you. Oh goodness, I want it to be clean. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I'll overtake him on this one because it's going to slow down. No, he hugged the turn well. Nice. No, I did better actually. Let's go. Nice. That was a very well taken turn. Trying to squeeze I try to be as clean as I can while not sacrificing speed. Ooh, a very nasty turn is coming here. Oh, I'm not doing too badly. What position am I? 7th. Nice. The next turn may... Is it raining yet? It's just beginning to rain. Oh, I actually got a little bit of vertigo on this one. I felt like I was about to start going like that with the road rising. Okay, slow down. Let's go. So this is something I like to play like on Sundays, on the weekends, or if I'm stuck in a game and I'm like, okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to go next. I need to do something else, play something else to first get out of that mindset. I don't know if you know it, usually in games with puzzles, sometimes you get stuck, you don't know what you're supposed to do next, and then you go and play something else, and as you're playing that other game, it's like a light bulb just goes off in your brain. And then it's like, oh, maybe I should have tried this, and then it actually works, and you're like, Jesus Christ, the solution was this simple. Oh my crap, I stopped looking at the screen. So now that it's starting to rain, you really have to be careful with braking. You have to brake a lot earlier. You have to, you go into turns with a lot more caution, otherwise you're just going to slide off. Oh, I can actually feel this one. Oh, I was going with it. Nice. Can also look up. You can see everything is alive. Just a second, I need to be sure that you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, you can see what I say. Yeah, this is Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, Gran Turismo 7. Ooh, I've lost the sweet spot, but let's go. Well, I might actually win this race in jokes. I think the highest I've been in this race is 2nd or 3rd. Drifting. I'm trying to hug the corner. I learned that from Mario Kart. Can you imagine? When you're learning how to drive from Mario Kart, there's a problem. Okay. The water, come on. Oh, too bad. I took that very badly. They're not... you see what I'm saying? Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's GT7 in VR. Very, very good game also. Very, very highly recommended. Along with getting a Nintendo Switch. If you sell your kidney or something to get a Nintendo Switch, if you still have a second one, if you didn't already sell it to get the iPhone 15, sell it to get a VR. I think it's really worth it if you're into driving games. This is the way you should play Gran Turismo 7. It's very, very immersive, and like I said, this is how you convert non-gamers into gamers. You use Gran Turismo with VR. All right, it has been 2 hours and 37 minutes of game hopping. So many games gone through, a few not gone through, but I think I went through at least what I consider to be the very, very, very pinnacle, very best games of 2023. It was a very good year. It was an amazing year. I don't know if this year will reach the levels that last year reached. It has started well, because You have games like Prince of Persia. This game is really good. I said for me it's also up there with probably the best game or something of the month. It came out this month, I think, so far. I mean, there is still this game yet to be released. What's its name also? That game, what's it called? Final Fantasy. But until Final Fantasy is released, I really think that Prince of Persia is the next best thing. I have maybe a bit of footage here I can also show you, like to show you what I'm looking forward to for 2024. I think this will be a game that people will talk about a lot as well. Prince of Persia. King Darius boss fight? No, I'll show you a different one. The boss fights are so anime. Like, you play the thing and it's like, wow, what am I even playing? Let me show you this one. It's a bit of a spoiler, so maybe close your eyes if if you want to play this game. But this boss fight here had me like shaking my head in approval. Slowing down time, rewinding time, parries, evades, everything. Look at this. But let me go a bit forward, at least to the point where I kind of started understanding what the guy was doing. It looked so anime. If you watch Samurai X, you remember Sato and that move. That was his move. Not that one, but this one. I saw this, I was like, yeah, anime, 100%. But so yeah, this will show you all the mechanics in Prince of Persia when it's operating at full amazing glory. Like I said, for me, contender for Game of the Year already. You can leave an image of yourself on the ground so that you can kind of rewind yourself back. So that's what you see there. And then this guy you're fighting has literally the same powers you do. That's when you perfectly parried and then you enter a slow motion phase. Oh, completely got it wrong, so nice, blocked. I don't know if people are into 2D games in here, but if you're into 2D games, Metroidvanias, kind of Souls like a little bit, a lot of backtracking, this game's combat is a bit too deep. It's way deeper than a 2D game's combat should be. Even I was a bit too shocked to see how deep it goes. This game is really good. I really, I've recommended many games, but I really recommend this game. Yeah, so this is just one of those really nice boss fights. Oh, look, it got me, slowed me down in time. He does exactly what you do. But yeah, so that was just to give you an example of what Prince of Persia is like. That was really good. I play, all these. Also, I play a lot of Nintendo games too, really a lot of fun. I can recommend Just Dance for parties, Mario Party for parties. Mario Kart is the all-round universal game. Anybody that plays Mario Kart, I'm yet to find even one human being that doesn't like Mario Kart. This is the ultimate friendship ender. Nintendo calls their games family games, but this game ends friendships. It's very competitive. All right, I've spoken a lot, I've spoken enough, and what do I look forward to? I look forward to Final Fantasy. It's actually coming out soon, like in a week. I look forward to Stellar Blade. That's coming out in a few months. But also, I definitely am going to respect my backlog. I am going to stop for now. I'm just going to play old games. I don't think I'm going to play so many games of 2024. I'm already playing Final Fantasy, the first one, so that maybe someday I'll go into the remake, the new one coming out in a week or so. and then we shall see. Mario Wonder, I was waiting for you. If you didn't come, I was not going to do it, so I'll do it just for you, a few minutes, and then that will be the end of the stream. But so far, I hope it hasn't been too tiring for you. I hope it hasn't been too quick with the games. I hope you still got to get an impression of what I think about them, but I also hope it hasn't been too short. I'm aware that I have been rushing through a lot of games really quickly, but that's blame 2023 for being a bit too hype with their games. The developers came, they didn't sleep, they came to play in 2023. Okay, rather they never came to play, but in this case they came to play since they were making games. A joke isn't good if you have to explain it. Now, first and foremost, the graphics in this game, amazing. Again, graphics, I think I'll have to be very specific and say the art style for people who for those for whom graphics means realistic things and all that. I'll say the art style of this game is very good. I don't want people to come hunting me down when I say graphics and the first thing they think of is Last of Us Remastered, and then they're like, bro. We're not stupid. No, I'll say the art style is really good. Now, this game is creativity on steroids. You might wonder how creativity can get even more creative than Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda, but this game is so creative. I think as far as 2D games are concerned, this is literally a proper new standard for how creative a 2D game should be. I don't know if I will find a level that can illustrate what I'm trying to say very well, but I will just play a few games, a few levels, and see what I can explain as the level goes on. Let's see something here. So Mario Wonder also won Family Game of the Year 2023. That's how good it was. I mean, Nintendo always wins Family Game of the Year. So, first thing, I guess you didn't know there was such a power up. So there's this, and you can even jump on your own bubbles, so you can use it to create a platform on which you can later on jump. If you look at the top left corner, you always have something you store on the left. So if I want to switch to fire, I can switch to fireballs, as you remember them. But in this case, everybody knows fireballs, but I don't think anybody remembers or knows. Not anybody, but if you've not played Mario Wonder, you didn't know that the bubble power was there as well. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I didn't die. So there are lots of cool power-ups in this thing, and there are also things called badges. Badges work like, think of them like, I did that to myself. Think of badges like powers that you can equip before you start a mission, so that you have a unique thing or a unique ability you can have for that mission. So if there is a mission, so if there's a level you're playing and there is a specific problem you're experiencing, you can put in a badge. You look at the lower right corner, you will see a badge, action badge, fast dash a little faster than usual, you'll walk a little faster too. So I'm using one that just gives me extra speed. Extra speed in this case for me would mean that I can jump a bit higher since, yeah. Yeah, these guys here, you can see, are trying to destroy the level as I go. So that thing you saw that I got that changed the level, this is the uniquest, the most unique thing about this game. This is the most unique thing about this game. You get these wonder stars that change the level completely. I'll have to talk about it a little bit again. I'll have to talk about it a little bit again so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. So each level has, you could say, two versions, not two versions, but two realms, or a realm in it, a hidden realm in it. So these wonder flowers transform the level and you get a very different version of that level, and that's where the creativity goes absolutely nuts in this game. Let's see if I'll find this one in here. So action badge, let's get a different one. We can get one. Parachute cap, let's get one, because this one, the grappling vine, because you know about the rule with video games is grappling hooks make everything better. So this crazy guy eats anything that comes his way, but if I stomp on him, he's gone. So look at this. I could normally not have made it up there. Well, I can, but the point is I was trying to make is that part of the creativity is you can shoot the bubble and then just come and jump, and you've made an extra platform for yourself. So that's really cool. Small but really nice. Yeah, he fell for my trap. Nice. Oh. Then you have the usual, you still have the usual Nintendo things, like picking up shells and running with them. I'm not sure exactly why I'm running with this one. Is that something I'll need to... Yep, this weird guy. Oh, this one hit it. Oh, he even spits it back at you. Crazy.
Keep going.
Oh! He trapped me. That was a trap. Did you see that? I was like, keep going. I thought these guys were my friends. I wonder, is there something in here for me, or will I die? I will not. Should I risk? I won't risk it. Let's risk it. What the hell? Okay, there was nothing in there for me. I mean, the coins were lined up like that, so my assumption was that they're telling me you can go down here. So, see, that stored item, I can use it. Glad I'm not a Goomba. Oh, what are you foreshadowing? Oh yeah, true, I got the grappling hook. I wanted to show you kind of how that works. No! Oh my goodness, what is that? I hope this is nice, not. He kept hitting his head on the block. Oh, if you pound, they die immediately. Oh my goodness. Like that. It's a more powerful attack.
Keep going.
I was hoping to hit him. Okay, I'll try not to die so that I can show you how the wonder flower works. Go. Okay, good checkpoint, and I get to go a bit.
Well, hi there. What you doing over here?
Alright, so this is the wonder flower, the thing that changes the entire game plan. Now it has turned me into a Goomba. So now I'm going through the level as a Goomba. So as a Goomba, I can hide behind trees, but I can't jump. I can't run very fast. So you see this? So now I have to approach the level differently, otherwise I'll get eaten. Yeah. See, this is as high as I can jump. But the good thing with the Goomba also is that... Oh no. Okay. The good thing is that as a Goomba... Oops. Hide. Okay, nice. As a Goomba, I can walk over spikes, so that's the advantage. Okay, let's sneak up behind him. Oh, even coins? Wow, this guy's a huge appetite. Okay, so I have to hide behind these guys, wait for them. And then, now, oh my goodness. Okay, The guy was going to eat me for sure. But this is how the wonder flowers work. The wonder seeds, the flowers, they completely change the level, and so you go through the level with different looking stuff. It's really, really interesting. Oh, come on. So I have to walk all the way to that side, get onto the platform, and then I will escape. Too early? No, definitely not. So since you can't jump, yeah, you just have to do it that way.
I discovered a new species.
A new species of boomer. Oops. Alright, so that's kind of how it feels with this game. You play, pick a power up that you think will help you in case there is something specific that you're struggling with. And then use that to finish the level. The farther you go, the levels get more and more creative, more and more, a lot crazier and all that stuff. So it gets a lot more fun. Maybe I can also see here end game stuff. What's this? Manchia Fields. Maybe I can see what's in the end game. Because, yeah, I also finished this one already. I finished more Nintendo games than I finished PlayStation games. Interestingly, the Nintendo Switch is really a good console. I also play more in handheld than I do in anything else. So here you've got the female bullet bills. Let's see if I can do another badge. So this badge is a boosting spin jump. I think I get an extra jump in the air. So Moses, is it living up to your expectations? Are you more the Zelda person, or both of them are looking nice? So here the bullet bills, when you step on them, they start losing altitude. But also here it's interesting to just how, right? Straight into it. Saying it was about 6. It's cool how his animation changes. Luigi's like he's surfing. Wait, can I kill them? No. Yeah, it just loses momentum. Why are they moving backwards? Okay, I guess it was just so that you could get that coin. But where is the real way? I'm confused. Maybe it's the pipe. This one. Yeah, it was the pipe all along. Yeah, and with this one, I think you can even play 4 players. So this extra jump is the badge that I applied onto my Luigi character. It's different from the other grappling hook thing, if you remember that. So it gives me some extra height. See Luigi's animation like he's surfing. Really nice. Now let's see what the Wonder Seed here does, the Wonder Flower. What does it do? Now it has changed the entire level. Now we've got the bullet bills going skywards. Oh. Skywards. Oops, I just landed into that one. I already have that. Oh, was I supposed to? No, I wasn't. So you see, that jump kind of helped me a lot. Could double jump into the sky. Ooh, that one, the seed. I missed it. Okay, no, I still get the chance to do it again. Nice. Then I get the one, the seed. And that is it. And so all the levels you play, they have all these different transitions with the wonder. When you get the flower, it changes the level completely to something really interesting. Sometimes it's just fun. Sometimes they are really difficult, challenging. You don't know what you're going to get, but you can be sure it's something that you will like. And so that's Mario Wonder. It's just a lot of creativity going on in there. Sometimes the creativity manifests in gameplay. Sometimes it just, you play a level and the level is just very musical. High voltage. This was also really good. Very creative level. But let's see. Bullet beams, Sucker Beers, Knuckle Fest. That's the final boss. I will not spoil that. When you get a Switch, you will play that. So you can see the difficulty. The level's difficulty is also increased. Now I have a parachute hat. Oh my god, what did I do to myself? I was rushing. Okay, I will get this already. Oh, come on. Oh, now I have the elephant suit. Oh. Okay, now I can run. So the elephant suit is also really... See this? Every time you jump, it pumps air. So nice. So you have to keep jumping so that it keeps pumping and going. Whoops. Oh, nice. The trunk. You see, I hit it with the trunk and then it disappeared. I'll get another one, please. Thank you. If I hit them all at once, I think I'll get a bonus, like one. And the elephant is heavy, so usually, oh no! Usually stuff that would require you to hit, maybe step on it twice or something like that. With the elephant, you step on it just once, and then nice. That was just a nice, satisfying area. Wasn't difficult or anything, just satisfying and nice. Hello Samir, welcome to the stream. And we're back into elephant mode. I think with elephant, some things you can break them. No, this was too much, even for the elephant. Curious, what do you think it's going to be now with the flower? Oh, music show? Oh, I almost messed up there. Yeah, you have to go with the music. Hey. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Hey. that was scary. That's the creativity I was talking about. The levels are just so much fun. You played that, it wasn't too difficult or anything, but it was just fun to go through it, listen to the music, go on the beat, and when you're done, it was an easy level, but you just get out feeling really good. This is the kind of game you play as you play something like Resident Evil or Alan Wake. After you've been scared out of your pants, you come here and cool down, cool off, and have some fun. Then you go back into scaring yourself. Alright, I think that was a very good way to show what Mario Wonder really is. Very fun game. Many people would say that it's very easy, but they actually have a very different approach to difficulty compared to other games. So you'll see here, they show you the difficulty. It's hard and all that, but then they have a specific part of the map. Let me see if I can find it. Special world here. Very specific part of the game where they pack all the difficult levels. So you can see I finished this one. Look at that purple 5-star difficulty. What else? Here also 5-star difficulty done already. So these levels are really tough as nails. It's no longer fun, it's like hard. But they keep this one out of the main game. So I think they did that really well. So everyone can have fun, play the game, finish the game. And then if you feel like you want a challenge, you come here and you play these levels. They will show you. You will be able to tell if you're good at 2D games or not, at platformers or not. So this game is really good also. Very, like I said, one family game of the year in 2023 for Nintendo, and how not? Why not? This was a very, 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 very good game. Alright, now it has been 3 hours of reviewing games, looking through the setup and all that. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I just want to say again, thank you very much to Arudem for giving me this opportunity to use their channel to show what I do, what I love, and also to represent them. I hope to see more people here, more variety of games, and also more content. The Ugandan perspective on gaming is very much needed out there, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you had fun as well. And now I will go into my Friday also and have fun, maybe watch a movie or something and sleep. And I will keep watching Arudem's socials, YouTube, Instagram, everything, so that I can see what new things are going on and what new things are happening, and I will always be happy to support them because this is a good thing. With that said, thank you very much for watching, and have a very nice Friday. Peace.